I I prayed a long time for God to put someone in my life. Long time. I think the first thing I really prayed for myself after I started following Christ was, Lord, Lord, if you could lead me to someone. And then I realized, it took me a while, but I realized I wasn't ready for that. So I began praying, God, make me ready for someone if that's in your will. That was really on my heart. It was really on my heart to have someone to love and cherish and honor and serve all the days of my life. And I went a long time. I thought that would never happen. I hadn't even kissed a girl. Never had a girlfriend. Well, then one day, over 10 years ago, I started talking to this girl over the internet, and I will never forget the first time I called her on the phone. I will never forget the sound of her voice saying hello. And it was the sweetest sound I'd ever heard in my life. And then about a month or so later, we met, and I'll never forget her voice. I'll never forget her smile. I'll never forget the smallness of her hands. She had the cutest little hands. Well, one thing led to another, and lo and behold, I had, first time in my life, I had a girlfriend. I was thankful to God for that. I was more thankful than I've ever been in my entire life, and it's the kind of thankfulness where you don't mind the waiting, where you're glad God saved. He was keeping you for that one person, and she was it. And I just fell in love with her, and I loved her. I'd do anything for her. And it didn't take me long to realize this was the girl I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her and do everything for her and serve her. And a little over a year after we started dating, I proposed to her. It was sort of a two-part proposal. The most important part to me was that I washed her feet to show her how much I wanted to serve her. She said yes faster than I would have ever expected. We were married that following July, and I never. I never meant to hurt her. I never meant to hurt anybody. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. This is the worst part of having a mental illness like bipolar. You get turned into something that you never wanted to be. You never meant to be. I've cried so much tonight. I have asked God so much, so many times lately. Why? Why, Father? Why have you allowed this? I started following Christ in November of 1996, and hasn't been perfect. I'll be the first to say that I've failed more times than I've succeeded. Is there something I could have done different? If there is, I wish he would show it to me. I wish he would show it to me. Because I never wanted this to happen. I never wanted to hurt anybody. I wound up hurting so many people because of this. Because of bipolar. Because of something gone horribly screwy in my neurobiology, and I couldn't help it. And I hurt so many people. And that's the worst part of bipolar. That's the worst part of it. Is that you hurt the ones you love so much. And you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt anybody. I never meant to hurt her, especially. I would have died before I hurt her. And she's gone now. People keep telling me, Chris, you gotta move on. But I chose to love her. I chose that. I chose to love. And how do you take that back? I don't know how to take that back. I can't choose not to love anybody that I've come to love. I can't do it. You see, this is why I would never wish bipolar or any mental illness on anybody, because this is the real hurt. This is the real hell of bipolar. It's when it turns you into someone you never wanted to be, and you're helpless and powerless to stop it. Bipolar is a merciless, insidious, most wretched thing I can imagine. And I've lost everything because of it, and I can't choose not to love. And I'm sorry for the hurt I did. And I can't forgive myself. I know it. I know it wasn't my fault. I know I couldn't have helped it. I wish I could have helped it. I would have done anything. And I'll never stop. I will never not regret the hurt I did to her. I hurt one of my best friends since forever. I hurt him and his whole family, and I'll never be able to forgive myself for that. I've hurt my family. I hurt a lot of people, and I didn't mean to. I didn't want to. I didn't want to hurt them. This is. Oh, if I could. I wish I could take. I'm not. She left me 2 years ago, and I don't hold anything against her. I want her to be safe. I want her to be safe. I'm sorry I couldn't give her that. But I was faithful to her, and I love her. I still love her. I love everybody. Everybody I've held dear in my life, I love. I can't not do that. I can't not. I wish I could take it all back. I wish God had never allowed this. I wish God had never allowed this, and I don't know why He's allowing it. I keep praying to Him. I keep praying to Him to please help me understand why. To everyone I've ever hurt, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I wish I could do something to take it back. I didn't ask for this. I didn't want this to happen. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it up. I am. To all those I've loved, I'll always love you. I'm trying to make up for it now. That's all I gotta say.